Okay, so I'm going to share with you just a little bit about me, just so you get a feel of who I am. From speaking with the different business leaders in the area and entrepreneurs and future entrepreneurs, this is my heart and soul. I am entrepreneur through and through, coach and trainer, and I think they thought I was going to come and talk about leadership. We got to learn to lead ourselves first before we can lead anybody else. If you don't know specifically what you want out of your life yet, my best recommendation to you flat out is continue to grow yourself. Work on yourself personally, work on becoming a better person, work on your leadership skills, because it may simply be that you're not the person yet that you need to be for that vision to be exposed to you. My life has changed. The reason I'll be speaking in Nashville next week at Mercy Ministries headquarters. The reason I'm taking steps forward on my goals and dreams is because I now have 5 mentors in my life. Right? I started to get people around me that had the results that I wanted. Not only that I was reading about and that I was going to see on a stage somewhere. With the group in Vancouver, I now do a mastermind group with them. Right? And we talk about who are you getting around? Who is influencing you? Right? Books, fabulous. CDs, wonderful. Who are you talking to? Who are you physically surrounding yourself with? Do you have mentors? Napoleon Hill did a 20-year case study of the most successful people of that time. And what he found, very simply, was successful people think differently. Talk about the mind today. Because that's what affects every single thing that we do in our life. Right? Our thoughts become our actions, become our life. Everything that you have in your life right now today is because you thought it into existence. Thinks, prove or proves. Right? Thinker thinks, prover proves. Whatever you're doing is because you thought it. Is there a gap between where you are and where you want to be? Most of us, right? I have executive coaching clients from ones that make 200 grand plus a year to ones that are just starting out and make 30 grand a year. Everybody has a gap between where they are and where they want to be. Believe that? Yes. What do? What gets us in this cycle of playing the same tapes over and over again in our head? One thing, comparison. We as women are the worst, aren't we? Right? If she's pretty, we're going to pick her apart and find out what's wrong with her. Right? Comparison is the root of all discontent. I agree with Christian Simpson, who is our coach for the John Maxwell team. He's actually out of London. And through tears, because he was talking to me about the terror barrier. We have a terror barrier in our mind that when we get out of our comfort zone and we start to cross over into something that is unknown, that we don't know how, or it's something new, we have a terror barrier that is designed to protect us, but it generally keeps us stuck. So we were having a discussion about the terror barrier, and I explained what my goal and dream was. And through tears, I said, it's just so big, it's bigger than me. And he said, Bridget, there's no goal or dream on this planet that is bigger than you. What you have to decide is it worthy of you? How many of you know growth is not comfortable? Right? If you're not taking risk, you're not growing. If you're taking risk, you're probably uncomfortable. Right? You did it afraid. And you failed, and you got up, and you did it again. And you failed, and you got up, and you did it again. And you failed, and you got up, and you did it again. But you weren't really failing. It was the necessary steps to bring to fruition in your life what you're trying to bring to fruition. Just this fall, I went up to Vancouver because of a gentleman that I met in Guatemala. While we were there training, we trained 19,000 people in Guatemala in 4 days with the John Maxwell team. Now I asked all of you, did you have something that you wanted to change in your life? Or did you have a gap between where you are and where you want to be? And I got consistent nods and hands up, right? think about one thing that you want to change in your life right now. It could be anything. It could be a health habit. It could be something that you want to increase in your job. It could be the way you treat your husband or your kids. Think of that one thing that pops in your head that you want to change. Do you know one step you could take toward changing it? Go to the edge of the light of your knowing, and when you get there, you will know more. Go to the edge of the light of your knowing, do the one thing, and when you get there, something else will open up.